I am going to demonstrate for you the process of creating a collagraph plate. A collagraph plate is a technique that is used to create prints of a design, in this case, your logo. Step one of this process is to simplify your logo. I maybe mentioned in class that a good logo is simple and is composed of separate, disconnected shapes. You can see two examples here, one that would work and one that would not work. In the rightmost design that's outlined in green, you can see that each of those pieces, the leaves, the petals of the flower, and the middle of the flower are all disconnected. So what I'm going to start by doing is demonstrating for you how I would take these simple shapes, a basketball, a mug, and a flower, and turn them into designs that have separate shapes, because you can see here that these lines are touching and overlapping. Same thing here. This handle is connected and all the petals are overlapping. I'm going to start with the basketball, and I'm going to start by using this marker to just outline places I could break my shape down. So I'm not going to outline the whole basketball because that would be just one shape, and then you wouldn't then see the lines. It would just be a circle. So I instead might break it down something like this, where I'm taking each section of the basketball and making it its own section. I'll finish that now. And then I have something that looks like that. Now I'm going to demonstrate the same thing for the mug. Here I see 1, 2, 3 separate shapes. Let me outline those for you now. Now you can see 1, 2, 3, those shapes are disconnected. Finally, I'll demonstrate the flower for you. Got a little lost in those shapes right there. If I had a little bit more time, I would probably rework this one. But here you can see how easy it is to break down your design into separate, cut-outable shapes. Let's move on to step 2. All right, now let's talk about step 2. Once you've drawn your logo on your half sheet of paper, drawn big and clearly outlined in pencil, pen, or marker, you are going to attach your paper to your piece of craft foam. I'm just going to use a couple small pieces of tape here to tape my design right on top of my craft foam. The reason we're taping it on is because we want our design to stay put, because essentially what we're doing in this step is transferring our design. So I've got my design taped onto my craft foam. It'll look something like this. And now I am going to basically create an indent into my craft foam. For this step, you can use either a dull wooden pencil, a ballpoint pen, or something that works really well are these Bic mechanical pencils, but you just don't push the lead out. You just use the plastic tip of this pencil. And I am then essentially just going to create an indent by pressing my pencil into my paper. You will feel your paper indent, and it will also kind of rip your paper a little bit. Let me continue to demonstrate what this looks like, and then I'll show you what your finished product should look like. After you have gone through and indented your whole thing, we are going to remove the paper design from our craft foam. You don't need to keep that. You're done with it. You can throw it away. And then what that will leave you with is, it's kind of tough to see, but now we have an indent of our design. If you like, you can. Now we are going to use scissors to cut this out. Is my finalized design on the styrofoam that I am then going to transfer to the Collagraph plate. So this is the tricky part, 8th grade, where you want to glue your design on as a mirror image of itself. Because when you print, things print in a mirror image of whatever is on the plate. So the easiest way to do this is, I'm going to take some glue. I'm just going to put some glue down. I'm going to put some glue down like this. And I'm going to take my pieces, and one by one, I'm going to work my way around. What I've created is a Collagraph plate.